Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another DC comic review, and this time I'll be reviewing some milestones, some DC milestone. And yes, I'm covering Static. In fact, I'm thinking I might cover all 6 issues of Static for when they come out, but there's also something coming out to which I am really interested in, that's in relation to the milestone comics. And that is the Milestone Compendium. It's nice to see that in the solicitations, and one of the reasons that I do plan on getting it is because of Static right here. But let's see how this Static will in some way compare to the past Static. Do we get a continuity as to how things work within the story, or where it's connected to in regards to this story? So let's find out. Starting off with the cover. Does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to anything that happens inside the story? Not really at all, to which I gave the cover a 5 out of 10. Hey, if this had been seen in the story, I would have given it an 8 out of 10. But it wasn't, so time to move into the art. So looking at the beginning, middle and end. Now this is some of the art around the beginning, to which we see Virgil, who is Static Shock. Some of the art around the exact middle. And now to finally move on to the end. And this is some of the art around the end. I must admit, for this I really enjoyed the art. And this is Virgil going up against Francis, who's sort of seen as a bit of a bully at his school. So, for the art rating, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Now, moving into the story rating, as you know, I enjoy certain things within my storytelling. So let's start off with the first thing. Does it cover things in relation to time within the story? Surprisingly, it does, and I'm really happy with that, as it gives you a rough idea as to what's happening within this version of the Milestone DC universe. To which we got before the Big Bang, and also an acknowledging of the present of where things are happening now. When those things were brought up, it was basically Virgil bringing over to the reader how things had slightly changed in regards to his family in the past to where they are in the present. Moving into comic references, we directly got a comic reference to the previous issue, the Milestone Returns issue 0, which was really helpful. Really good to see that. Moving into the location, we know whereabouts this character is. We understand that he's living in the USA, in the area of Dakota, and I really like that. Moving into the cast of characters that we got to meet, of course the main character being Virgil or Static, Francis, a couple of his other friends as well, or a couple of Virgil's other friends as well, such as Derek, Frida, Richie, and of course we encounter Dr. Metcalf. To which I gave this story, it's not a very high rating, but should this story improve along the way, with Vida Ayala on the title, I'm not too sure how well this story is going to go compared to the original McDuffie ones. So for the story rating, I gave it a 6 out of 10. It was nice to see some of the things happen sort of like around the school, to even one of the events to which Virgil is confronted by Francis, but we also get get a small underlying discussion, which is going to be probably carried throughout, maybe, well, all the 6 issues, having to do with the Bang Babies. And this has to do with, like, characters within the universe that have somehow obtained powers. Some using it for good, others using it for evil. So for that, I gave the story a 6 out of 10. I'm not too sure what to think overall just yet. I'll wait until at least issue 2 or 3 comes out. If I decide to continue to go for all 6 issues of this series. So until then, please don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Have an awesome day, and let's keep it colourful.